Alright. I'm not even really sure what Seiho is. Like, isn't Seiho's not made by Zun. Or is it made by like Zun's friends, but he like helped with it or something? Or was that Uwabami Breaker? That's another one, by the way, that he mixed a track on for one of his CDs. I think it was the Forbidden Scrollery or Silent Thinner and Blue one. I can't remember. But he had one of his music CDs he had for the books had a track from Uwabami Breakers. I don't know anything about Uwabami Breakers, but I'm pretty sure there's a guy in it who kind of looks like Bobobo. So, yeah. Anyway, chat, here we are. We beat Winona. We went to the spooky room and we found some cool stuff. So now we're gonna find a shiny, right? Definitely. We're gonna head to Lily Cove and ignore Ellie down there and enjoy a good old-fashioned Pokemon game. Got some time. Let's enjoy it. No, but chat, I've really been enjoying playing this. Seriously. I don't know why. It's just what I guess maybe it's because I understand the type chart that I enjoy it so much, but I have been enjoying this one immensely, and I just want to play it, you know? Because I feel like almost all the Puppet Play games that I play, they kind of kick me in the dick after a while, and they get a bit on my nerves. But this one has been like, it hasn't been like free, mind you. Like the game hasn't been free by any means. It's not like I'm just sweeping everything. I kind of am sometimes, but like I actually have to put a little bit of thought into what I'm doing. But what's nice is the game actually gives me those tools to work with. I hate when the game doesn't give you tools. I do not like that. Like, the game gave me Lily Black, and Lily Black beat the shit out of Norman, and like, that was good. There's nothing in the game that stops me from having that, but also there's nothing in the game stopping the opponent from having that. But the game doesn't just give it that to every single opponent, you know? Hiya. I'll say it in. Imagine if every opponent you fought at this point in the game had Fur Coat Kagero here. So it's just like, oh, you should have had a special flying type. Like, it sucks. There are obviously always going to be Pokemon / puppets that you have trouble dealing with based on the team you put together. But honestly, I think my team is so well-rounded that I haven't run into an issue. Except Sarah. Alright, I take that back. Sarah is actually the hardest puppet I've had to fight so far because I can't beat fighting types, clearly. Drain Punch sweeps my entire team, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be a fire type, which might actually work to my advantage because that Surf will be super effective. Okay. Alright. Actually, let's go with you. Actually, you have Surf. Surf and Rock Slide seems better. Let's do that. Okay. We'll do that. The fact that I can see what is effective and not as well is very helpful, because even though this is still Pokemon types, mine is Faith Mine, and like there's a couple weird exceptions, of course, like rock being neutral, water being neutral on rock, stuff like that. But currently my team is dealing with fighting types. That's funny because like there's a lot of, if you're just playing casually, it's whatever for the most part. That's not gonna kill me because of Fur Coat. But I think about like Gen 4, for example. In Gen 4 chat, there is... Now, I'm not trying to bring up the whole Pony's Chimchar bit, but... Oh, is that gonna... Oh, you're dead. You're actually dead. Yeah, I can't survive that one. Yeah, that's actually Gen 8 Steel Beam. She just took recoil and everything. Damn. Alright. What was I saying? No, in Gen 4, you fight a lot of Bronzor. Bronzor is an extremely common Pokemon. And granted, Bronzor's not gonna, like, sweep your team or anything. but holy shit does that thing take a while to kill if you don't have a move that can hit it. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of like stab fire options to deal with it. But you need something that can at least hit it, like neutrally, because that Pokemon is gonna start driving you up a wall really fast. Because so many trainers that you have to fight are gonna have one. It's totally possible to get completely swept by Cyrus's Weavile too. just in case you didn't know. That thing, Weavile, is a very good mon, and if you are not prepared, then Weavile can in fact kill your entire team. You know, I'm not saying bring Mach Punch forehead, but bring Mach Punch forehead, because that thing is fast and it will probably kill you from full if you don't have a Pokemon that can take a hit from it, which can actually happen more often than you think. Alright, well, this is fine. No Intimidate. Well, they're fighting in a Ghost. Oh, I wonder. You know what? We're gonna Surf, and we're gonna Heartbreak Yomu. Guaranteed damage. Now that I think about it, chat. Has anyone ever bothered to check what the most common Pokemon you fight is in each, like, game? Like, I assume for most games, it's whatever the grunts, like, the grunts have. Because they're the ones you're gonna fight the most of. But, like, if your game has a lot of hikers, you'll probably fight a lot of Geodude, right? If your game has a lot of Team Rocket grunts, they have, you know, they got Zubats and shit like that, so you'll probably see those. What do I even hit you with? I guess that's fine. I'm just thinking, what's the most common Pokemon you see in a playthrough? Because in my opinion, I think Bronzor is extremely common, but what if it's like 5 trainers who actually have it? What if there's only 5 trainers that have it, but because you always seem to run into it when you don't have a Pokemon that kills it, it feels like it's an eternity. I'm not talking about cave, like, encounters. I'm talking strictly, like, mandatory trainers. As in, if you were going to attempt to beat the game, only doing required encounters, what would be the most common Pokemon you run into? Of course, whether or not you can beat a game doing only intended encounters is another story. But I am curious about that kind of thing. That sounds, I mean, to me, that sounds like a lot more interesting a content idea than, can I beat Gen 1 with this Pokemon for the 70th time? Because, believe it or not, chat, those videos still exist. And those videos are still popular. They're still popular enough to warrant an audience for them. But you think after the first time people ask the question, they'd be pretty satisfied that the answer's gonna be roughly the same if you ask it 70 more fucking times. But what do I know? Clearly not anything, because that is exactly what's happening. Oh well. Oh well. Doomed to do one thing for the rest of your life. That's what it is. One of these trainers in the base game might actually be you. There's a trainer on this route who has a Manectric that I'm pretty sure only knows Thunder. Like, that's its only move. It just has Thunder. It just presses Thunder. She just hangs out. They just hang out in the rain with a Thunder spamming Manectric. And it's like, okay. You know why that's here, right? Actually, that's another question. That's another question, chat. How many trainers in this game use illegal Pokemon or, like, really cool niche stuff like that? Hit him on Thunderbutt. Beat Black and White one with only unevolved bugs. Grind them all at 100 to beat Getsus. Oh. See, I just don't think that's very interesting, because usually the answer comes down to grind to level 100 and see what happens. And usually it's like, yeah, you can. Or it's yeah, you can't because you're using like a Pokemon that's not designed to be used in any real like serious battle. I don't understand the novelty. They're the gimmick Pokemon like Unknown that yes, there's a novelty to that. But if you just pull any random fucking Pokemon and it's like, hey, can you beat it with this? I'm sure you can. If you get 50 levels over the highest level NPC in the game and with have actual moves, I'm sure you can manage it. The 7 Bronzors and Diamond and Pearl traders. Traders aren't listed in a very easy way to read, so trying to sort them out will take a while. That's probably why nobody bothered to do it, because it requires effort. Oh no, streamer, what are you saying? You can't be talking like this. It's so disrespectful. A little bit, but it's interesting, you know? You have to basically, like, the problem is you can't really look at it. It's not sorted in a way that you can check it based on, like, mandatory encounter. You'd have to actually play the game to see it. But I do think it'd be interesting. Ruin Manics have them. Dude, how many... So you're telling me right now you found 14 individual trainers with Bronzor already. Momiji. Oh, it has been done already? God damn it. Well, there goes my content. I wasn't gonna do anything with this anyway. I'm a lazy fucker. There are a lot of fascinating questions that can be asked. And I tend to put time towards ones related to Touhou. And by fascinating, I mean, what the fuck are you doing, Dylan? That's my time. How much time does it take to beat every level in Touhou? Oh, okay, here you go. I timed it. Why did I time it? I don't know. I thought it'd be cool. And it took 40 minutes. 44 minutes put together. Took a lot more than that to do it. Can you beat the game without moving? You know, shit like this. I don't know. It seemed interesting, so I tried it. And I thought it was interesting. I actually still have another video I'm just, like, sitting on. But I've been waiting for a thumbnail for a while now. Probably check back in on that. Thing is, I don't know when the next video comes out after that, just because I've been, like, I haven't really done any, I haven't done any editing. I haven't needed to. I haven't done any script writing at all either. It's not necessarily that I don't have any ideas. I kind of have some ideas bouncing in my head, but right now, when I have free time, chat, if I have free time, it is spent on my tablet. It is spent on my tablet. And the thing is, if I'm doing that, and I do that, and I finish up, and I'm like, alright, I need a break, I'm taking a break. I'm not working on a video after that. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to be able to just switch what I'm doing from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, but it doesn't work like that. I go to work, I stream, I practice drawing, but like if I'm doing all these things and it's like, alright, break time, and my break time is go make a video, that's not a break, that's work. Alright, to me that's work, because there's a lot of other things I'm still doing. So I don't have the ability to just switch from one to the other like that, because I can't view it as relaxation. I can't do it. I wish I could, but it's too hard. If I'm editing, I'm not doing art. If I'm doing art, I'm not doing editing. Because if I go from one to the other, I will never experience a break again, and that doesn't sound very fun. I feel like if I tried to spread myself that thin, I would end up resenting the things I'm even working on to a point where I wouldn't want to work on them in any capacity at all anyway, but with a more negative feeling towards it. I don't have any negative feelings towards writing a script. I just have something that I want to dedicate more time to right now, and that is drawing. That is where I want to put most of my time. It does kind of suck though. But it's better, you know the old saying, a bird in hand is we're two in the bush. That old saying. Just gonna kind of focus on the one right now that I want to focus on the most, that I know I want to focus on the most, and stick with that for the time being. That doesn't mean I'm done making videos. But right now, I just, my time, I want to spend my time on a certain thing. So I'm choosing to spend my time on that because the result is better if, you know, you're actively working on something you want to work on and not working on something for the sake of working on something. I think a lot of people forget that, but some people kind of put themselves in a situation where they kind of require content. They require content to be made to survive. They put all, I wouldn't say they put all their eggs in one basket, mind you, but it's more like one egg proved to be a very fruitful basket, and they leaned on it really hard, and then it got, you know, then the world became what it is, and it got harder to lean on it. Editing and writing and researching is also extremely boring, by the way. That shit is mad boring. Now, you may see the final product, but you gotta understand, staring at a Google Doc form, making sure your words are right, writing down information, finding sources, editing, that shit is so boring. You will get, like, it's not exactly 1-to-1, but to me it feels like for every minute you get of editing, you spent an hour to do so. That's how it feels. You can spend an entire fucking day editing, and you'll get, like, on a really good, like, 8-hour plus day, maybe you'll get 5 minutes. It's fucked. It's fucked, man. It's fucked. It takes so much time because you're so critical on yourself with placing things. Cutting shit up and all that. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's why I don't try to do that on top of everything else I'm doing. Hi, Doll Nav. I'm a busy man, Chad. I'm very busy. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call myself, you know, like, business level busy, but there's a lot of things I want to do. There's a lot of things I want to do, and I can't do it all at once, but I want to do it, so we're doing it. I got back to the gym just yesterday, and I plan to keep doing that again. I was doing exercise at home in the meantime, and I'm happy to report that after going back, my bench did not drop. I can still bench press 105. That felt really nice. And yeah, sure, it's an expression of love. I can still bench press 105, and holy shit, my dip game has gone up. I was using the reverse platform. Hey, shoutouts to this water. I was using the reverse, the dip, like the assisted dip platform. And what that is that you do dips on it, but you could also have a counterweight that kind of helps, like, push you up to give you some leverage. And on the gym I went to before, they're different machines, so I'm not really sure what's going on with it. But it's like, I took, when I was doing dips last time at that gym, I took 70 pounds off. I took 70 pounds off myself when I was, like, I was kind of struggling to do it. But I've been doing a lot of dips at home. But then the machine that I did at the other gym I went to yesterday, I put the machine on 20. So the counter rate was only 20. And I was cranking them out. I was like, why are these going so well? So I have to assume the reason for that is because the machine, maybe one of them's pounds and one of them's like a different metric or something. Because I think some machines use pounds and some use like kilograms. I have no idea. But either way, I tried to do some without the platform, like unassisted dips. Holy fuck, dude, that's still too hard. Still too hard. Cannot lift my entire body weight alone. Can't do it. But I can do it with a little bit of assistance, which is nice. But yeah, my chest area is very sore today. Extremely sore. But that's good, because it means I did it right. I hit everything I needed to hit. It feels really nice to do so. Anyway, what were we talking about before? 17 Bronzors. 17 trainers with Bronzors. Diamond and Pearl have 18 trainers with Bronzor, 1 Bronzong without Versus Seeker rematch. Damn. God damn. Pull-ups are all about your body weight. The assisted machine also works for that one as well, which is nice. Who might you be? I use the assisted for pull-ups, but pull-ups are back day. Dips are chest day, because it's chest tricep, back bicep. And then I gotta get that leg day in there. Platinum actually cut a few. That's silly. Why would Platinum cut them? Platinum was the game that gave you more fire types in general. Imagine Suika losing because Sunny Milk threw leaves at her. This is the world we live in. Tenshi. Oh. Well, I'm gonna throw leaves at you too. You ready? Here it comes. There's only 14 in Platinum. Huh. I wonder which trainers they are. What trainers did... What trainers lost their Bronzor for something else? Ron. Everything here is Suika, Ron, and Tenshi. These are some of the biggest names in Gensokyo power scaling here. And fucking Sunny Milk just dropped all three of them with a couple leaves that she found in her pocket. Look at that. Dropped them. Can you believe this? How did she get so strong? Giant rock. I would like to believe it contains many ancient ruins, but I see no entrance. Then dig a hole through it, dumbass. Did I just find Ice Beam? What does that do in here? Huh. Squishy, why can you do that? I don't care why you could do that. I'm just gonna have you do it, okay? That sound fair? Yo, what is with your... You are just an attack bot, right? That's what you are. Kogasa can learn it too, but I think Kogasa's fine. Kogasa's fine. I don't have water type coverage outside of it. The Galactic Grunts with Bronzong lost them in Platinum. Good! Obnoxious ass Pokemon, dude. The big Kogasi. Alright. I wish Koishi was actually like the speed version that I wanted her to be, because then she'd utilize that move pool stronger. But she's still fine. She's still solid in what she does. Koishi's normal ghost. She's that dumb type combination that is immune to 2 of their otherwise weaknesses. And then only weak to dark. Very strong. Very strong neutral Mon. Also her defense stats are quite good as well. You know what? You're gonna send in ghosts actually, so... Alright. And here we see Pokemon's first attempt at a Hex Maniac. Wow. Look at that character. That's the Hex Maniac in Generation 3. That's not the Hex Maniac you know, chat. I know it isn't. No, that one's a little, different. A little different. Alright. Mystical Fire on Wriggle and Heartbreak Racing. Break Racing's heart. There you go. And Patchy. She's got blue stripes. That Hex Maniac popped off because it sold you. They sold you Moo Moo Milk. I mean, I'm not saying the design wasn't going to get popular, but the meme aspect to it was certainly, you know, an assistance to that. Oh, look at that! You got the freaky ghost lady, and she sells you milk of unknown origin, and then, well. I don't think I need to say anymore. You know? Savage String. What's that move? Oh, Savage Sting. Powerful lunge that may flinch the foe. It's Hydro Pump. Sorry, we don't use moves around here that can miss, especially on a Pokemon as strong as Lily. Lily doesn't need to be savage. She can just steal your energy, which is honestly better because if she Tailwinds and can heal off Leech Life, that's fantastic. Maybe it's better we weren't the one. You ever think of that? Maybe she was looking to stab somebody. Like, why would a ghost be in that apartment building? Because somebody probably fucked her up. And now she's haunting the place to fuck them up. And she comes by and looks at you, grabs your ass, and it's like, nope, not you. It's like, well, okay, alright. Well, I'm safe for today. Good old berries, I'm not gonna do anything with. I am just taking without returning. That's all. That's all it is. How about a quick little item grab? Minorico. The big one. It's the big one. I get that item. God damn it! And Yuka's here. Yuka's always here. Considering where Yuka has been, it's kind of hard to believe she'd be a crazy strong puppet, but I guess it's still Yuka, right? HP up. Don't you love how they couldn't find a name for like a vitamin? Like they couldn't find a name for HPs. They got protein, iron, zinc, carbos, calcium. Oh, what about HP? Oh, you know, HP up. Like there was nothing left they could use for that. Protein is muscle. It's physical attack. Yeah. And then HP up. Yep. Drink your HP up. Why are they in the way of Mount Pyre? Why the fuck are you in my way? I mean, I know why you're in my way. Iku. Okay. Too many frills. Impossible. He's lying. Chat, does HP stand for health points or hit points? Now, I know the answer. I know the answer, but which one sounds like it makes more sense? To me, hit points is what it is, but health points makes more sense. I think Kaguya is some kind of blissy thing in this game. Who knows? I don't know. I've always... I forget what... I think most games refer to it as hit points. Or maybe one game said that, and then I've just, like... My mind has just decided that all games have said that ever since. Who knows? I might be full of shit. Okay, we're moving out to Mount Pyre. Okay, bye. Hold on, before I go to Mount Pyre, I'd like to go to... I'd like to go visit Lily. But before I visit Lily, you think there's anything in here? Fill out Rare Bonica. Chat, you want to do a safari game? Here you can witness many kinds of Bonica rarely seen in Hoenn. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Hold on, we're gonna do a quick little trick. It's called PC healing. So what you do is you take your puppet and you put them in the box. And when you put them in the box, they fully heal. They don't do that in newer games, though, because you can access the PC anywhere. But this is a very cheeky way to heal. Also, chat, that sprite right there is Ruma. You see that? That's Ruma recolored with a red dress and a wheel around her. She's got her arms out and everything. Don't think I can't tell my Ruma apart from others. Alright. Now everybody is healed. Ta-da! Healthy as a fucking horse. Yeah, I mean, it's not really that useful, but on this route specifically, it's not terrible to use because there are some trainers between Lily Cove that you still have to fight through if you're kind of injured. So it's useful here. It's your first time here? Yep. Yep. All you can catch for 500. Seen it without a Touhou block case. Your safari game will be much more fruitful if you use Touhou blocks. Come back with Touhou blocks. Why? So you're telling me I'm not allowed to enjoy the game the way I want to because I don't have the thing. Fuck you, dude. Let me in. I'm a paying customer. You just lost Your best customer. I don't have any blocks. He wants me to come back with a case. That doesn't mean I have blocks, you dumbass. Senior, Junior, Moko, and Kane. Alright, well, I'm gonna throw rocks at one of them, and I'm going to cover the other one in water. Amazing. Here it comes. Rocko Slido. Pokeblocks are used to evolve, I mean, they're for contest, but they're also used to evolve Phoebus, because Phoebus evolves with max beauty. But I guess you could also use them in the Safari Zone, but to be honest with you, I have no sweet clue how they work. I legitimately don't understand how it works, because Gen 3 was a game I never actually owned. Like, I never owned my own Hoenn game. I borrowed Ruby. There's a fun story, chat. I borrowed Ruby version from someone before. He let me borrow it for a week. I beat the game, and then I traded all the mons that I got from it over to Christian's Emerald. And then it was either his Emerald or my Fire Red. I don't know if my Fire Red was complete at the time. But I did that, and he was not very happy about that. When I gave it back to him, I was like, yeah, I enjoyed it, and I sent all the mons I used, you know, all the, like, I caught the legendary and whatnot, and I sent them all to my other game. And he did not, he looked at me like I was like a jackass. I was like, homeboy, what did you expect? You think I was just gonna hand you back to the game and then you could just have everything I fucking worked for? Good lord. Oh, we're staying in with that. Alright. So many double battles. Tracks Pokemon with natures that like the Pokeblock you place. Oh. Right, I forgot that was a thing, huh? Nature was dependent on like certain things, right? So like, what was it tied to the stat specifically? So like, if a Pokemon had an attack boosting stat, it liked like cool or spicy or whatever, and so on and so forth. Is that how it worked? I don't do contests because I think they're stupid, but I assume that's what it is. Each nature, like defense is for beauty, so special attack is for smart. Or actually, defense might be for tough. I think special defense is for beauty. Speed is for cute. I don't remember though. I legitimately don't know. That was a whole mechanic I never got involved with because why bother? He's got the 3 Prism Rivers. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep pressing field moves. What about all equal? I assume the natures that are all equal are like just okay with anything. They'll happily eat anything. Yuka. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so if you put a... Okay, that's kind of cool, though. If you can kind of get the nature you're looking for like that, that's pretty neat. But at the same time, like... I don't know, is that really worth it? That did no damage. Alright. And here comes Merlin, the Dupe Master. And another one's down, and another one's down, and another one bites the dust. Man, having spread moves here is just being so helpful. Oh, Letty's certainly dead. Fogasa. It's alright. It's alright, now watch this Rock Slide as a kill. Right? Yeah. There you go. Let's go to the goddamn contest hall. I would do a Safari game. I'll do a Safari game. Take a look around. Find some Bonica. See what we can accomplish. Okay, let me see. Kagero is still... Yeah, okay. You got Heat Wave. Get away to level 40. Shizu, huh? Cool. Honestly, chat, I like my team. I think my team is actually very well-rounded. And, like, I don't really have a gaping flaw. Well, I mean fighting types, but there's not, like, a huge flaw in my team. I don't really have like a superly defensive mon. I guess I have Squishy, but for the most part, like, my team is able to do what it needs to do. It's not like got like 3 grass types on it. Kinda. So it's hard to think of a replacement. Yeah, Ron is super defensive. Rin is super defensive, especially. Yes, there is that. I don't really have a physical tanker. Tailwind. You can learn Tailwind? Oh my god. You know I want that, right? What do I even get rid of for that? If I get rid of Excel Rock, I lose a very valuable move in that. But Rock Slide can't miss. Crunch is stab now, so it's good. But I do have Lily for Dark as well. I don't have any poison types. And that poison can inflict toxic, so it's very handy in situations. Chat, what do you think? I honestly think I get rid of Crunch. Which is like kind of weird because, again, it's stab. But Lily also can do it too, so like... And also, if something's weak to Dark, it's probably also weak to Ghost. So Kogasa's also there. So I don't need that much Dark coverage. But I want to keep Excel Rock because Excel Rock is a priority move, and priority moves can really save you in a bad spot. I don't think Squishy's gonna have Dark Pulse forever. I don't know what else to give her right now, but no, if I need to hit something with a Dark type move, I have Shadow Ball and Heartbreak. I think it'll be fine. I don't need that. I have 2 Dark types on the team. I do have 2 Dark types on the team, but it's kind of fine because one's not actually weak to fighting, and the other one, while super weak to fighting, Energy Light. That's nature, I believe. I believe this is Energy Ball. Intense Sunlight that may lower this. Yep, it's Energy Ball. Oh, nice. I was like, I'll give it to Squishy. Wait, I don't need to because Sunny. Alright, Sunny. You can now cast Light. Solar Flare. Think fast, Chuckle Nuts. Whatever you want to call it. She can do it. She can do it. She's a champion. Oh, right. I wanted to get out of the grass. Now I have to go around it anyway. Energy Ball is a very silly move, huh? Not really silly in the way that, like, it's not, like, you know, the way it works. It's a very standard move, all things considered. Wait, why are you weak to rock? What the fuck? Are you a flying type? Are you like Mantine? Could you imagine she's water flying? It's kind of funny. That would explain how she's out of the water. Going to a contest. Anyway, no, energy ball is just like, let's give grass types like a cool move that does high damage, like flamethrower or whatever. And they're like, how do we do that? Okay, let's have them just like make a green ball and have it be comprised of energy and fire, and it's, you know, it's like, what does that even mean? What does energy ball even mean? But who cares? Who cares what it means? Because it works. I'm forcing the double battle. Satsuki, oh yeah. Double battle! Can Wagasaki fly? I'm pretty sure every Touhou character can fly, so yes. But at the same time, I don't really know. Because if she flies out of the lake, like, she needs water to breathe, right? Or can she breathe on land? Actually, she can probably breathe on land, right? Wait, what's the lore for mermaids? Can mermaids breathe on land, or do they only have gills? This is an important question. I need the answer. Well, that did a lot. That's gonna do a little bit. I don't know, man. Most fan works, you see her and she gets carted out in a wheelbarrow full of water. She can't walk. Actually, there might not be water in it. But if she could just fly, like, can't she just, like, float everywhere anyway? Makes sense to me. A little flinchy. And not dead. Okay, that's helpful. Probably dead. Wow, you are surprisingly resilient. Rock Gale. Interesting move name. She swept up a storm. She just floats. I don't know, man. Has Wagasaki ever actually been shown on land in canon? I saw her river rafting with Shimmy, but she was in the water to do that. It was humiliating. Alright. I guess you did lose to Rock Slide Heat Wave spam, but it's your own fault. It's your own fault. Give me these nanab berries, man. But you know what nanab backwards is, chat? It is banan. These are banan fairies. I mean, not fairies. These are banan berries. Now, I want you to look what they look like. Whoa. Isn't that insane? How about that? How about that? It all connected. Alright, I'm in Lily City now. She's the mayor. She's the mayor. The government official. She works the museum, the shopping mall, the contest hall. She does it all. Everywhere. She appeared in Grimoire Usami. There's no pictures in that one, though, is there? There's, like, the cover image, but I don't think there's any real images that did show what's happening. Alright. Mary Berry's in the way of the door. I'll deal with her later. That's the museum. We're gonna go to the motel. Our honeymoon, we vow to see as many rare Bonica as we can. Electric Bonica all the way up in the sky. Okay. Nice place you got here. Maybe I should make cute Bonica in the mascot. This Team Aqua Cannon Town Tours has been staying away. Cool lore. Why are you here? I was snoozing and can't check out the Bonica contest. Doesn't quite entertaining, but her battles and tough trainers. Enjoy everything like Jim. Yeah, enjoy everything. Okay. I never really looked for Scott, but I guess he's here. All right. Give me a thing. Hello. It appears you don't have a Toho block case. Here you go. You got Toho blocks. Wow. Okay, now that we cleared that up. Hello. Thanks. Now I can go play the Safari game. What if I told the gatekeeper I have no interest in contests at all? Like, what if I told him I got banned from the contest hall? Then what? Would he just say, sorry, you can't come in because you really need a cool Toho block case? Like, no, I got banned from there. I can't go there anymore. I can't get one of those case things you need. Can you just let me play anyway? Now, granted, that opens a whole different realm of issues. Like, why am I banned from the contest hall in the first place? Well, that's besides the point. He's really just gonna keep me out because I don't have something that he deems is necessary for a proper experience. This motherfucker is backseating my Safari experience before I've even stepped foot into the damn thing. Fuck you. Alright. Alright, chat, what do you say? Did you know? Put a Toho block in that square. Let's do 5 encounters in each area, alright? See if we find anything super cool. Okay. Alright. As far as I know, that thing is this game's Ditto. So, we're gonna catch it. Also, chat, I will take this opportunity to open up my sheet that tells me what the sealed chamber mons are, just in case I run into them in here. Alright. Helpful links. No. Read the documents. No. Where is it? Gnome bugs. FAQ. Maybe it's in here. Tori. Alright. Where is it? Okay. Where is it? It's in here somewhere, right? What the fuck is this? Contest. Okay. No. No. Well, there it is. E Shinki first, last is Unzon. Shinki's at Mount Pyre, and Ichiden is at the Safari Zone. Wait, Ichiden evolves into Unzon? It's kind of funny. Okay, so we're looking for, So they're actually really close to here. So, Ichiden is in the Safari Zone. I guess she evolves into Unzon. Midosuke. And I need to get a Sea Shinki on Mount Pyre, who, knowing my luck, she's probably the fucking Chimecho replacement. Kozusu! Oh, I didn't mean to throw that. Wait, so when Ichiden evolves, Unzon comes out like Shedinja? Oh, I see. I didn't mean to throw that one either, but it's alright. She makes a bell noise. Alright, well I have her now. Alright. Two more encounters in this specific patch of grass. What do you want? I find that a lot of the time I try to master the text like it's a normal Pokemon battle, but then the menu comes up instantly, and I throw a ball by accident. This happens a lot. Able to recognize the name and purpose of any item at a glance. Shopkeeper at Cordindo. Well done, dude. Well done. Alright. Did I not run into an Ichiden somewhere before? I guess the one I run into here will be a high enough level that I can kind of do that, right? Alright. You're the one that broke out. Okay, so this is area 1, right? So there's area 2's over here. Yeah, different loading zones, different aspects. Okay. There is a small lily in front of me. What am I even supposed to do about that? Wait, I can just throw blocks. I have that one. I have that one. It's good. That's 2. There's a lily white and a lily black. Okay. I guess it's just fairies in this grass then, huh? Where are you? Okay. One more encounter in here. Okay. That's fine. A couple cool things, but we're just gonna move on to the next area. Now I wonder. Oh, that's a good item. I know there's much in the way of water encounters that differ from what I've already seen in the ocean. I think I'm still in the same area right now. Yeah, yeah. Still in the same area. Ah. Right, I have my item binder on because of the spooky room. Whoop. Ah! There we go. New area. The mountainous crag. 5 encounters. Niue. Chad, if I found a shiny in the Safari Zone, I would be more sad than anything. Because I'm pretty sure, like... Pretty sure the first turn's RNG is set after a certain point, and it would be well after I'd already made the save state. You carry. Oh, I see. I don't even know if you're good, because it always seems like you're not until you are. But it's more like your stupid attack form has slow start for some reason, and then everybody who uses one has a defense form. Man, these Safari balls are kind of good. Kind of doing their job. Personally, I think that Pokemon that are rare in the Safari Zone should be easier to catch because of how fucking obnoxious it is to find them and how often they run away from you. I just don't see a good reason why Chansey needs to be like a 5%er and also have like a 10% chance to be caught in a fucking ball. Alright? I'm just saying. If you're gonna make something 10% chance to get caught in a ball, make it something I can run into 5 times in a row. And if I find a Chansey, I feel like I've deserved that capture at that point. Unbelievable. You know, in Mystery Dungeon, there's one location you can find Chansey in. It's located in 3 floors, I think. In Joyous Tower, starting at floor 55. It's an extremely rare spawn, and it has a base 50% chance for you to recruit it. You wanna know how I recruited it? I went to Wish Cave with a Wish Stone, and that motherfucker blew to my front door. Because you can wish for something good in that game. And if you wish for something good, a Pokemon you don't have recruited will show up at your doorstep and be like, I don't know why I'm here, but I'll join your team. And they'll be level 1. And yes, I did that for a number of annoying ass Pokemon because I deemed it faster to run through 99 floors of Wish Cave than do that. And I know what you're thinking. Streamer, you gave up so quickly. Well, the answer is I did give up. But I wouldn't say it was so quickly because I went on 3 different expeditions to Joyous Tower all the way to floor 55. And no, I did not run into a single Chansey the entire way there. Now, I know what you're thinking again. The streamer, just check floor 56. No, it doesn't work that way. No, it's floor 55 and then it's like floor 66 or something. There's no range. There is one floor. Go fuck yourself. Find it or die. Can't stay on the same floor forever. The wind starts to blow and kicks you out. Did you know Pidgey is a super rare encounter on Howling Forest, floor 14 only? Why? I don't fucking know why. You know it's the only place in the game you can recruit a Pidgey? Why? Why the fuck would I know? But that's the case. Tiny Woods, can't recruit there, can't have Pidgeys there. Nope, you gotta go to Howling Forest while you're looking for a Snorlax, and maybe you'll find a level 5 Pidgey. And guess what? If he dies while you're at him and you don't use an escape orb right away, you lose him. Isn't that fantastic? I wonder about that goddamn game. You put a tall block on the feeder. Yeah. Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. Wish Cave was a lot easier because you could bring items. I just brought TM Frustration, Alakazam, Pass Scarf, X-Ray Specs, Warp Scarf, Gravel Rocks, some Max Elixirs, and a whole lot of Reviver Seeds. And of course the Wish Stone. I messed the A button again. And a whole lot of Reviver Seeds. And I would just walk and teleport and cheese my way to the bottom. And then I would kill Jirachi with a combination of Frustration, because it has 350 HP. And Reviver Seeds, because 45 plus 45 plus 45 plus 40, you know, you get the point. You get the point. Set damage is king. So yeah, you beat him with a Wish Stone in your inventory, you don't choose to recruit him, and he'll be like, he'll grant you a wish. And his wishes kind of suck, except for that, to be honest with you. Taking a bike. Taking a bike. But yeah, something good. It doesn't let you pick what Pokemon it is. It only picks a Pokemon that you don't have. So for me, I got Chansey, I got Blissey. Pretty sure I got Rapidash and Ponyta from that, but I might have gotten a Ponyta from one of my Joyous Tower expeditions. I got Dragonite because I was not leveling that up. Pretty sure I got Rhydon too because there was no good place to recruit a high-level Rhyhorn. I definitely got Kecleon. I tried. I could not get Kecleon legit. So I got Kecleon through that. I definitely did at least like 8 or 9 Wish Cave runs before I recruited Jirachi himself, because some Pokemon just take forever to level up, and it's just a pain in the ass. I don't think you can do it for Mew, though. Honestly, I don't know about Mew. I assume not. I assume Mew doesn't count. But maybe he does. Maybe you can recruit Mew like that. But the fact that Mew is like kind of part of something else, you know. Also, Munchlax can appear in the game, and he did that for me exactly once. And I think that was the rarest thing in the entire game that can happen. So, well, it happened. So yeah, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It's a cool game. I bet you wouldn't even know that Pidgey is there. You know why I knew that? Because I had the actual official player's guide, physical. Oh, what I had the physical guide, and I looked at it, and it said, Pidgey, Howling Forest, floor 14. Also Snorlax, only place you can find it in the game. Floors 11 to 14, Howling Forest. It's nowhere else in the game. You will probably never see that Pokemon unless you actively go looking for it there, and it's super rare. Pure idiocy, man. Pure idiocy. Why is this thing not staying in the ball? What do you think you are? What do you think you are? How are you watching me? You're not looking at me. Turn around. Face me. It's doubly obnoxious for Pidgey because it's like the first enemy you run into in the game. It's in Tiny Woods. It's a Bonica. Like, you're not allowed to recruit things in Tiny Woods, which is obnoxious. But the fact that Pidgey is only there, like the other ones, like Wormpole, for example, you can find them in the early floors of Joyous Tower. But you can also recruit Silcoon and Cascoon, so you don't need like a bunch of Wurmpoles. You only need one. But you do need at least one if you're going for 100%. I don't remember where you find Execute. But like I said, there's alternatives there. But Pidgey's alternative is so fucking outlandishly stupid. For no reason. By the way, chat, where was, we haven't found Ichiden yet. Guide said Ichiden is located in, she's located in, like, in here. I assume she's... Oh. Okay. Where is she? What area is she in? This is the blocked off area until post-game, right? Oh, I guess not. Seems somewhere else other than Hoenn. Okay, so this is the area this is post-game. You can see C. Cherno here. Where might she be? I don't know. But I can tell you already, one certified free thinker has already got his emote typed out. Yeah, there he is. On schedule. Right on fucking schedule. This is Squishy. Alright. Oh, wow, okay. There's a little habitat of squishies. So, yeah, normally this area is locked behind post-game, and it has a bunch of Johto-based Pokemon in it. It's a really cool area. Hoenn Emerald kind of did its best to add some more, like, Johto Pokemon without the need of Colosseum, which is great. But Colosseum still was, like, very good, obviously, for getting Johtos. There's some cool stuff here. I'll keep looking around. See if I can find anything super neat. Umami is here. Honestly, I wonder how the dev decided which puppet you find in here. Full restore. Too bad the bag is full. We'll see about that. Oh, we will see about that. You know what? Sunny, have a miracle seed. Have that. I want you to hold that. Cherish that. Okay. Oh, is there a slab of land there? Oh! Okay, alright. I could put a fish in my box, why not? Good. Enjoys singing and collecting rocks. I did not know she was a rock collector. I didn't. Where's that lore come from? I actually didn't know that. All right. Well, I got everything I want out of the water, I guess. It's just squishy. It's just a bunch of squishy. Let me on that slab of land. It gets ignored. It'll Unika have likes and dislikes. You never know until you toss them. A poil. Okay. Get me out of here. There's a Kraymoo. Kraymoo! I had a feeling it wouldn't be that easy. If I throw her food, I have her for sure, but I don't have any food to throw. Man, these catch rates are generous. Made it to the Hakone Shrine and name resolver against Sokyo's incidents. That is Omake info? I don't remember that. I actually don't remember that. Neat. Alright. So what's up here then? It's a different area now. Is this for the... yeah, she's looking for a cheerbo. What are you doing? Can't seem to catch anything on it. Waste the admission price if I don't catch something. Yeah, I've already got 500 money's worth out of this. Oh! Well, I mean, I don't need you. I don't need you! But it's cool that you're here. Oh, you're not too happy about that comment, are you? Alright, that's fine. Summon the squad! Oh. I like how she crosses her arms and it just her sleeves are just too big. There's one last. Trying her hardest to find a cheerbo. Dude, I keep running away from them and they evolve and follow me. That just seemed like an item, you know? The way that was, the way that protruded out like that, it just seemed like it. Anyway, let's crush some rocks. Why did Sho come out of a rock I crushed? Now that is a good question. Okay. Where is Ichiden now? What area can I find Ichiden in? God damn it, you're in the rocks too. I got some cool items out of this. I need to find, I have a couple Safari orbs left. I need to find Ichiden. I don't think Ichiden's gonna be on this side. I think she's gonna be over there, but I don't know which area. Maybe Yuki's area? The rock, the hill. Seems like you can find, like, some neat things over here. I don't even know what the standard encounter, like, pool is for this area over here. I think Shackle is, like, a really rare one, though. Of course he is. Alright, and this should connect to... okay, this is the first area. I don't think she's in this one. Maybe she's up the acro bike area. Oh. Wrong. Hey. I'm glad the game gave me both of these at the same time. Okay, I assume she's here, so let's check here. And find me a speed up button. The only thing I found here was Yuki, but I can't imagine Ichiden is exactly, like, rare. Because I swear I found one before. Oh, a little hat. Actually, that might be the first hat I've seen. I'll give it a look. I'm not going to probably use anything I caught here, but it's still cool to catch them. Now that I think about it, I don't think a single trainer I've run into has had a Rainbow proper, have they? Rainbow always seems to be some kind of weird-ass type that I can't figure out. Big hat. Alright. So if I had to guess... If I had to guess, each area has, like, 3 different puppets. Maybe? Renosuke, I don't think... Does Renosuke have a Chibi form? Probably not. Kozuzu probably doesn't either. So Rika's here. Rika, Yuki, and... I already forgot her name. Near the entrance. Is the grass with Renosuke? Or the grass with Lily? How did I not run into her? Well, this is the entrance. This is Kadama. Kadama, Kozusu, and Renosuke were in this grass. Oh. Alright, well there she is. Right in front of me the whole time. That's not good. Alright. Let's do that again, but this time with a little more feeling. Alright, alright, okay, alright. One more time. Here we go. Baba Booey. Okay, what's the problem here, Ichiden? What's the problem here, champ? Okay, we're good. I don't think anything runs in here. I can't tell though. Maybe it has a default rate of not running. But if you go near it, it does want to run. Okay. Well, I'll worry about leveling that up later. Give up. Yeah. Huge haul. I'll have to evolve it when it's with a party slot open. But I think it probably evolves level 36. So I'll worry about that later. Okay. Levitate, you are Ditto. Yep. Secret power. Normal dark. Interesting. Why? Normal fight. Interesting. Why? Psychic. She has shell armor. Wow. Oh my god. Ew. Oh, I can already tell you're... Yeah, you are definitely... You are definitely scum. Ew. Doll. Powers up with Doll Master. Okay. Wow, timid. That's not good. Nope. Water. Modest. That's kind of good, actually. Neat. Hakude Miko. Prevents ability reduction. Cheater move. Holy Strike. Holy Needle. Okay. You're a normal type, though. And focus. Timid. That's terrible. Actually, maybe it's not. Well, it will be for the other guy. Okay. Psychic fight. Alright, cool. Alrighty. Well, that took a while, but it's fine. Because now we gotta go to Mount Pyre. And there will be... What? What happened to music? Hmm? Hmm? Where'd it go? Excuse me? Okay. No big deal. Pay respect for the spirits of the departed Bonica. They died. Shit, man, that's heavy. I don't want to think as the Bonica dying. That's not good. There's dead dolls around here, man. What time is it? Oh, no. This is where they congregate. Pocono, your sound effect was like... I've heard it before. It's like an RPG Maker sound effect. Oh, we're just gonna do this. perish. Wow. Lucky. Oh, that causes flinching? I'm dead. That's a special move. Goodbye. Oh my god, you're alive! Although if Merlin doesn't flinch, then you are dead. You're dead. Oh, you're not dead! You're alive! Wow. Miracles can happen. You can get Shadow Ball up here. This isn't bad to have. Or a Spell Tag. Which is like, who cares about that? You're a Ghost type, but you're also a normal type. I would love to have Shadow Ball on you, actually. That would be Stab. I'd probably give it a Dark Pulse for that. Because Dark and Ghost hit the same thing super effectively. Dark hits Ghost and Psychic, and Ghost hits Ghost and Psychic. There's no reason to run both. So if I can get Shadow Ball on her, that'd be worth it. Makes this all worth it. You cannot hit Squishy. You can't hit her. She's immune to your shenanigans. Die. Why would you do that turn 1? Now, realistically, why would you do that turn 1? I don't have any ailment on me. I have maximum power. How did that hit me? Okay. Alright, that's fine. That's not a fighting type move, clearly. If it was a fighting type move, it would have been super effective. She doesn't have Scrappy. I don't know what that was. But a critical hit did 23 damage. That's not very much. Okay, so it said Sea Shinky is in here. Of course you're in here. Sea Shinky is in here, and I have a feeling that Sea Shinky is the Chimecho replacement, which means we're going to be looking around in the grass at the top of the mountain for probably a millennia. So I hope no one has anywhere to be for the next eternity, because we're going to be there for it. Oh, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha-cha. Alright, chat, here's an interesting question. Do you think the devs bothered to give text to the trainers that you cannot actually talk to? Like, okay, here's what I mean. So you see how this trainer, the only way to interact with them is to walk into the sight of the dude, right? You see that, yeah? You understand that? Are you part steel? I think you are. Oh yeah, okay. So what would happen if you used wall hacks and you entered the battle from the right side? So you talk to the girl without talking to him. Do you think she has text? Or do you think the game only plays his text? Or do you think the game crashes because it's not supposed to have anything for that? Or do you think she's even interactable? Has anyone ever bothered to check this? Did somebody bother writing text for a character that you will never see through regular play? Somebody test it right now. I want to know. This is very good information to have. I mean, it does nothing for anyone, but we're all about that useless information. Ooh, ouch. Motherfucker fell. Kana. See, pretty sure Kana's bow is like red. But I don't really remember. So it's like, is that shiny? But if that was the shiny form, that'd be kind of embarrassing. I get freaked out every time I see anything move. I shouldn't have come here to train. You're not even a trainer, dude. Back to Squishy. Actually, I guess, you know what? Lily can pretty much clean up anything here. You're not a trainer either. What the fuck am I doing? Memories of my darling. Man, these places in Pokemon suck. They suck in the sense that I just feel bad. It's like your very own grand adventure awaits, la-di-da, and then you end up in a graveyard, and all the NPCs are like, damn, my Pokemon died. And I'm very sad about it. It's like, what do you want me to say? Oh boy, this team. Oh, Benben's here. Alright. You know what's cool? In Thousand Year Door, if you sequence break chapters, and you enter a chapter with a partner you shouldn't have yet, they try to like talk because all the partners try to do that. Helping hand. The game kind of plays like a default text. Like in red, it's like it plays a default like red text, basically saying that like nothing is slotted here. Like for example, something they do I've seen in the speedrun. Yatsuha. Something they do in the speedrun that I've seen is like they'll do a bit of a sequence break, so they'll get like they'll go and get Yoshi. I don't think they do it anymore, but what they do is they would get Yoshi. They kind of like be loaded into chapter 2, so the game would constantly be ticking down the timer for like Crump's bomb, but then they go and do the half of chapter 3 to get the super hammer and Yoshi, but then they go back to chapter 2 to finish it properly, and then what happens after that is like when you go, I think it's like you beat chapter 2, and then when you go back to chapter 3, the game is like starts you from the beginning, but you can kind of like yeah, okay, I remember what it does. So they get the super hammer, they go back because you can't access Grubba's office. You can't access Grubba's office outside the beginning of chapter 3 if you refuse to sign the contract. He lets you walk around a little bit. So what they did was they get the super hammer, and then they go back to chapter 2. They finish chapter 2, and then they restart chapter 3. And what you could do is with a really precise spin jump, you could get on top of the bookshelf where the vent is that connects to the champions room, and you could actually do the spin move and break the vent. And if you walked into the vent from that direction, the game actually it moved the trigger, like the flags in the game, and it made the game think that you were coming from the champions room. So if you go back into the Grubba's office from that like where you just entered, you're automatically placed in the state where you get to do the boss fight. So you don't have to do any of the major league stuff. No Rockhawk fight. Yuko. It's very neat, but I don't think they do that anymore. Like, I think that they found better tricks since. But I don't know. I haven't seen a 1,000-year door run in a while. I think there's one at AGDQ. AGDQ has a 1,000-year door run this year. Which, submission period, by the way, in case you were wondering, was done before that remake got announced. So, I wouldn't be surprised if before they finalized, they saw that and were like, yeah, we're gonna have that one in. I haven't looked at the AGDQ lineup properly, but I would like to see a 1,000-year door run, because I think the last one I watched properly was over 7 years old, or something like that. For the double battle text, you could trigger it by walking through one with only one Pokemon, then catch one and trigger the battle. Oh, yeah, I guess you could do that, couldn't ya? I never thought of that either. But did they think of that? And did they give her text? Can anyone confirm? Now in Gen 1, the fossil, not the fossil, sorry. In Gen 1, the Pokemon in the Fuchsia cages have like exclamation marks. Just like a placeholder text kind of thing. So like they're interactable, but there's nothing in there, which is kind of neat. I like stuff like that, as long as it doesn't break the game. It's also kind of cool when devs acknowledge it in some way, where it's just like they put something there and they know you can only see it. Like, I'm pretty sure Vice City had an Easter egg, but like behind a wooden fence that basically just said, if you can see this, it means you're cheating, or something like that. You know, it's just simple, stupid, simple stuff like that. Wow, that barely touched. The level discrepancy. I must come through here. Alright. We're almost at the end. I'll put Squishy back up front. Okay. Indie devs like to do it a lot because they, you know, indie devs are usually comprised of people who grew up on games where they like to do stuff like that. So they like to make little nods and stuff. I can't think of any main examples, though. I don't think we're gonna see it in a Mario game or anything like that. Though Mario does have a couple weird little Easter eggs in it. Like, the book in Sunshine's, like, bottle level. Ooh. The book in Sunshine's water level that's, like, inside the door for some reason. That's a weird little thing. They hid Luigi's around the place. They put a little toy, train cart in a Toy Time Galaxy that's, like, very, very hard to see. Pretty sure Sakura's cat is inside the house in Pokemon Stadium 2 from Brawl. So they put their own little Easter eggs in there that nobody can actually see, but then you kind of cheat a little bit and then you can see them. Because it's better to have something than to not have something. But if no one's going to see it, then you can kind of have some fun with it. A reminder that people that make things are still human, I suppose. As stupid as that sounds. You gotta remember, chat, that John Nintendo is not just one guy. He's a bunch of guys. And while John Nintendo makes a lot of stupid decisions, that doesn't mean every single person who works for them is backing said decision. So you gotta put people some slack. Big ones on. What if to work at Nintendo, you have to sign a waiver that says that all your opinions and thoughts about anything are forfeit and they are to match the company's. So the company now speaks for you. So if the company does something stupid, it's your fault. If there's backlash, you take responsibility. I mean, probably. Japan, after all. Wow. Punch-Out Wii was a funny one because it actually caused a lawsuit. I'm not sure if it actually went anywhere, but I recall they took the camera and they looked at Hondo's book, and he's actually reading Sailor Moon. And well, I guess that's kind of a no-no. So I think there was an attempt at a lawsuit for that, but I have no idea if that actually happened or if that was just like people memeing. Funny to think about, but also kind of depressing to think about. What are these two doing? What are you doing? My party, injured, dying, craven. That boundary break stuff is pretty cool because he tends to find stuff exactly like that. And you know, we all love weird stuff like that. I mean, silly little Easter eggs that mean absolutely nothing have become, they kind of just grow on their own. They become huge things. I don't know what type Miko is, so I'm just gonna press surf. Oh, you must be Faith. That makes sense. Faith is probably weak, resistant to the natural elements. Well, I guess you're not resistant to Sunny Milk's fire, though. Travis's apartment in No More Heroes has an obscene amount of detail that is impossible to see due to the fixed camera. Wow. I wonder if that's a remnant of them intending the room to be fully viewable. Oh, heat wave. 195. You know what? We're taking it. Or if it's just like they felt it was weird if they only made, but like if the camera's fixed, then it's fine to do that, you know? There's all kinds of tricks you can pull with perspective like that. You don't have to animate the rest of the room because you're never gonna see it. But if they bother doing it, it makes you think that maybe they didn't plan to do something with it in the first place. But nobody really knows for sure what happens in when things are being developed. Still need to think about. Get me out of here! There's a whole route down south as well. Oh man. Yep, Shadow Ball. Good. Now we can have Squishy with a stab move. Yeah, big lumpy of energy. Wow, yeah, Brink can learn it too. Yeah, same power, stab, same type effectiveness. Why bother keeping Dark Pulse? Whee! GTA, oh, like play. GTA built up a reputation for itself based on, well, I mean, more than just that, but it had a lot of, it did have a lot of, like, Easter eggs like that people really enjoyed. Iron, drink up. I got 3 zincs, baby. 3 zincs. Yeah. Damn, Squishy's HP is kind of massive, actually. Sunny Milk got her calcium. Her milk. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot in, Lax Incense. Scarlet Rock. Okay. Hold on, it extends the effects of weather. Oh, I see. Okay. Was Bigfoot real? In San Andreas? Was he real? Or is that a meme? I know, like, there's the heart in the Statue of Liberty. There's all kinds of stuff like that that's, like, cool, though. And it's fun to look around the big world to see what kind of shit they put. Like, was it a GTA? Was it GTA, chat? Was it GTA? But I remember a game where it's, like, you can go to, like, the side of a cliff or something like that. And you can see, like, a girl. It's like a ghost girl or something. I think there's like a... I can't remember the details exactly, but it's like a certain spot in the game that does that. And do a little box healing real quick. Oh, GTA 5. Okay. Yeah, I forget the details. I think it's like you go there and it's like you can see the ghost of a girl, and I think there's like a letter or something, and you get like a picture. I can't remember the details at all, but it's fascinating when I first saw it. Clearly not fascinating enough because I don't fucking remember it, but well, such is the nature of life. Red Dead had UFOs and stuff too, right? I mean, Red Dead got a whole, like, spin-off game with, like, the Undead Nightmare, whatever that was. I just remember the cutscene when, he finds, like, Sasquatch in the woods, and Sasquatch is, like, crying because his entire family has been killed. And the protagonist is just like, he's just not hearing it. And he's like, nah, you're Sasquatch, you eat babies. And the Sasquatch is just like, he's just, after like 5 comments of like, he'll eat babies, he's like, yes, human, fine, I eat babies. And he's just done with the conversation. And it's like, damn, man. Goddamn. Yeah, why does the music disappear when you enter Mount Pyre? Man, the ocean levels were insane. Maybe it's all just one encounter graph or something, so they're super high for that reason. Because it's like taking into account the side of Hoenn that I haven't been to yet, past Lily Cove. Ben. It's just Ben, don't worry. We gotta go outside. Now the fun part of the mountain. Spooky Easter eggs are cool. Pokemon's got them. I mean, we were talking about Pokemon's ones, obviously. The Hex Maniac is a... What the... Matenshi. It's Matenshi. I actually know what this is. This is probably, if I'm not mistaken, that fucker who shows up in Story of Eastern Wonderland Stage 4, who fires the lasers and has a bomb and a life. Because she looks like it. I hate that fucker. That fucker killed me with a laser in a stupid spot. It's weak to everything I do. Great, alright. Can't weaken it. Well, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Oh, it has Whirlwind! Alright, good to know if I run into a shiny one, which I won't. Sub. Okay. So I need to find a way to hit it without killing it. And that, the best thing I can think of to do that is to burn it. And to burn it... If only I had Gatekeeper. Sonny, you can burn it. Yeah. I don't have Gatekeeper. No, I don't have Kurumi anymore, so I can't do that. I hope Shanky doesn't have Whirlwind. Alright. I mean, it is the land of the forgotten here. I wonder if it's further up. There's 2 sets here. There's an Ultra Ball. There's a rare candy on the mountain as well. Alright. Here we are, Mount Pyre. Too bad for you. If you came early, you would only battle the wimpy Team Magma. Ghost. Remilia. Does Remilia lose to Sunny Milk? Actually, I think Remilia beats Sunny Milk because he's a flying type. Well... Alright. Maybe not. Never mind. Alright. No, I should probably make them fuck off first before I continue my adventure. Too late. The adventure is continuing. I'll look for her. Gonna prepare for a double battle. And now Sunny has Heat Wave, so let's keep her up front. Magma Goons. Man. Kasume. Oh, that's perfect. I mean, it's neutral, but it's special, so it'll hit you. I'm not scared of your move. You're alive? Oh, you have sturdy. You're skull bashing. Yeah, that sounds like something she would do. Sunny has the miracle seed. It's a miracle. Don't quite know why Sunny is as good as she is, because normally you'd expect the early game fairies to be, you know, early game. And I say that like Lily Black hasn't been carrying the team on her back for a while now. Honestly, no, actually, she hasn't. No one on this team is a freeloader. Oh, I see. No one on this team is a freeloader. Everybody does what they need to do when they need to do it. It's kind of impressive, actually, that everybody has something they can do on this team well. They were the starters in one of these. Now that's weird. But I guess they're they're fire, water, electric. But they're all part grass. I just assume that the fairies automatically aren't going to be that amazing because they're just, you know, they're fairies. That's kind of, that's a bad stereotype. Assuming the fairies would be useless because they're only fairies. But, Sunny has proven me wrong. Look at that. The starters should be Ruma, Chirbo, and Daiose. That works the best. Ice Punch? Nice, that's gonna do 5 damage. You fucking idiot. Nice job. Can't be saying that. What do you mean? What's wrong with having those 3? They work perfectly. It's the EOSD early game trio. And now Suako dies to the sunlight. What I said earlier. Oh. What I say earlier? I forgot. You mean when I was talking about the fairies being not good because they're fairies? I mean, how good are the fairies in the other puppet games? They feel like they're early game bait, and then they don't do much afterwards. People stop using them. I mean, Magma's Max, you got ahead of us. We also got the red orb reserved at Mount Pyre. Okay. Oh, shit, you want to battle? I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't even consider that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, it's level 40. I didn't save. You intimidate, which means you don't have fur coat, but it doesn't matter because I have energy light and your ass is literally grass. Goodbye. Die. Sunny Milk. Remilia. Okay, well, as it happens, I have the perfect Pokemon to fight that, because I'm sure this is going to be Dark Flying. She's no longer crouching. Alright. Okay, well, that's fine. I guess if you want to have Intimidate, that's okay. We're just gonna buff right now. Steel Wings? Fur Coat, bitch! Fur Coat! Alright, now it's time for my final spell card. I'm gonna fly around you in a triangle formation, and it's gonna make you shit bricks. You're still faster than me. Okay. That's fine. Because, okay. That's significantly less fine. Because now I'm back at essentially neutral. Wait, no, I'm at -1 again. Alright, this will kill. Alright, it's fine. I can stay in. Marasa, I can't stay in. I don't really need to either. You know what? I could... Squishy, like, just sits. Squishy actually just sits on her because what's she gonna do? Hit me with a ghost move? You can't do anything to me. Meanwhile, I can press this button and you'll die. Waterfall? That's gonna make me flinch. Ah! That's fine. Touhoumon Blue? Never heard of that one. Marissa's horrendously powerful, Rainbow's average until her signature move, and Sakuya, the Steel Ice type with an 80% freeze chance signature move. Okay, but why does she have a move with an 80% chance to freeze you? That sounds like a really, really bad design choice. Right, I have Intimidate, not Storm Drain anymore. Well. That was a bit foolish, but Intimidate got the same effect. I didn't think Waterfall would hurt me that bad. I was wrong. Ichiri. This is kind of a hard one. She's a water type. Oh wait, never mind. I was like, this is hard. How do I fight this? Oh. I know how to fight this. If you're playing that game, you are not picking the starter that lets your rival have Sakuya. I don't care. I don't care, man. There's no way. That's gonna be the champion after all. Alright, Sunny does it. Sunny number 1. Isuako. Oh my god, it's just another Sunny kill. Look how excited she is. I won't stand for this. Well, that's okay. Take a seat, boy, because it's gonna be over soon. I am not dead from that. Wow. Okay. Alright. That did in fact almost kill me. But it's okay. Sunny prevailed. Huh? How could I have lost? How are you faster than me? What the fuck are you made of? What's done is done. Oh no, this cannot happen. They must never be separated. Oh yes. Their haste, they left us behind. There you go, there's the Magma emblem. Alright. Why bother taking Marissa when you have Cheat McCheater over there with an 80% fucking freeze move? Like, you don't even need to play the game at that point. The game's playing itself for you. Alright, hold on. Sunny. I need to get you some medicine. Stat. Where are my supers? There they are. Okay. They're pretty bad for balance. I don't know. This one's pretty good. Although, I think one of them had, like, insane forms of evolution that had base stats that made, like, modern-day Pokemon feel bad. Which is, or maybe they actually, like, are on par with modern-day Pokemon. Oh, it's a little Sega. Too bad I hate you. Goodbye. Alright, well, buckle up, chat. I found her. Okay. Alright, pressure? That's fine. Here, take this Willow. You earned it. Alright. And now we're gonna throw some Bonica balls. The Great Miko Orb. The non-revised versions of these hacks had Ziomu with 255 attack and huge power. Why? What? Why? Excuse me? There's a pretty big problem there. Okay, what are the rest of its stats? Does it have like 0 speed and 0 defense or something? Oh, I haven't seen an Aki yet. How neat. That just seems stupid. How do you beat that? Like, how the fuck do you beat that? You gotta use your own bullshit. Alright, got everything. Get me off this mountain, please. I think I can fly. I think I can fly. What about Matenshi? Bonky! What are you doing here? Goodbye. You can just fly. Let's get off this mountain. We gotta go south. Oh, we're going fun route. The most pointless route in the game. Let's do it. Why not? Can you even overflow anymore? I don't think you can, right? I know you could in Generation 2. It was kind of a thing that could happen on Marowak if you weren't careful. You could overflow your 999 attack. Very silly. I think could happen with curse and stuff too. I don't really know. I don't really know. All right, we're gonna go to that. We're gonna go to that bonus route. Let's go to that bonus route. Yes, good. I think I watched a Freeze Eye video on it a while back, but I don't remember the details. The last video I watched was when he accidentally swept his opponent in his draft league with a Terrafire Nasty Plot for Regigigas because he made a couple good calls. And he made a really good call to Terra Blast Fire on Quillfish with Terra Steel. Overflowing is funny. I guess they increased the cap or something. In the land of the spooky. Okay, so now I have the requirements for the Regis, but I have to evolve them to actually have them properly. But I'll worry about that later, because Pacifilog is still quite a ways away anyway, and I'll probably get a better source of EXP down the line. You gotta have some really dumb stats to overflow, huh? Alright, here we are. Route 123! Amazing. Yeah, we're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do. This is the plan. He's so fast, and he works in Trick Room. That'd be kind of funny to think about. Good old Regigigas. Nothing beats that. Parsuka. Interesting. Huh. Just want to point out that Archie's Suako was level 43. My highest level right now is not too far off from that. Alright, you get down. Now Parse, don't do anything crazy. You did it. You did it! Why'd you do it? And now I won't even get the heal bell. What a shame. Good thing I bought antidotes. Regigigas is the, he's the speed-based one. And then Regidraco has 200 base HP, I believe. Which begs the question, when do we get the Regis that's just Regi Punch? And Regi Brain. You know, when do I get those ones? I want a floating brain as a Regi, and I want it to have 200 base special attack. Okay? Can I have that? Is that allowed? Or is that not fair? Is that not right for the Regis? They all have a 200 somewhere. Why can't we have one that's just a floating hand boss? Like, come on, it's Nintendo. They do hand bosses, man. Byakuren. Just give me a Regi that's a hand boss and give it 200 attack. And make another one a giant floating brain. Like, it's so easy. It's so easy I thought of it. No, I want 200. Registeel doesn't have 200. He has 150 split between his defenses, but Regirock and Regice have 200 in their respective defensive stats. So why can't I just have what I want? Can we battle again? This man is down here below Mount Pyre behind a cut tree. What were they thinking with these fucking trainers that they're giving these rematches to? Seriously. Regigigas is really strong. It's not 200 base special attack. It does have an ability that basically gives it extra stab. But its biggest issue was that it only really had its stab. So it did not beat ground types. And then Terra-Astalization is the thing. So now it has a reason. Have any grass types? I do. You're grass type. Bonica. TM19. It's Giga Drain. 19. Yep. Suck. Big suck. Sunny can in fact do it. But Energy Light's fine. She has Recover if need be. Alright, let's keep going. Bonky's here too? Well, I caught the other one. You know what? Sure. Why not? What if Regigigas was supposed to be the one that was physical, like, super strong, but they really fucked that one up, didn't they? Ta-da! Rokuro! Alright, I have a Bonky. What do I do with her? Leave her in the box. Oops. Celestar lasting for one turn would be better, but it's still a liability because it is still a bad ability. Because even if it lasted for one turn, it means you have a turn of setup on a Pokemon that's hitting you at half the strength it would otherwise. And even if it clicked Protect, it's like, you can still set up on it. So it's setup fodder on the first turn, and nothing's really gonna switch out that's scared of it. But that, of course, that's not entirely true. It's hard to say for sure. You'd have to see how it... Okay. You'd have to see how it actually pulls in the meta. I know it has Protect, but what I just said is that even if it presses Protect, most things are just going to set up on its face anyway because it can't attack and do any meaningful damage on the first turn. So protecting is kind of a moot point. And now we're all confused and we're having fun. There's no reason to be afraid of Regigigas if it has half its attack stat from the turn you're facing it down. It's still probably fairly tanky, mind you. But even so, Pokemon deserves to be better if it's supposed to be some big god thing. The Z forms had 990 BST. Now, forgive me for saying so, but that's really fucking stupid. Like, that is insanely stupid. Why? If you say that a Pokemon is good if it's in battle with neutralizing gas, what happens when Weezing dies? What happens to slow start? Does it just resume? Truant probably resumes. Perish. If you see Regigigas and Weezing come out, there's a pretty good chance that you just beat the shit out of Weezing, because then Slow Start immediately activates again for Regigigas, and it's like, oops, now you have a big, giant fucking liability. Especially if you burn it before you beat the shit out of Weezing. I don't know, man. That Pokemon is just not allowed to be good. That's really all it is. We'll do anything to keep that thing's gimmick consistent, even though that gimmick hurts that Pokemon so much. I also think it's ugly. Personally. Its shiny form is also stupid. All the yellow parts just turn dark blue. But like, it doesn't even look that good because the rest of the body doesn't change to match it. So he just looks like a dumbass. It's also a pure normal type. Like, what is that? What are you doing with that? They set that thing up to make like it's a big fucking deal, and then it's not a big deal at all. It's a pointless Pokemon. It is an unfortunately pointless Pokemon. It sucks. Give Regigigas its own soul due, and that worked out well for the Lotties. They got an item so good it was officially banned, and then when they changed it and how it works, it was never seen again because it was not very good anymore. It's magic! There's not a lot of Pokemon that get exclusive items, huh? It's usually legendaries. Honestly, it's only legendaries. Okay, I take that back. I forgot about Lucky Punch, Leak, Thick Club, Light Ball. Old Soldier can be relevant, Scarlet and Violet? I don't see why not. Old Soldier was a free calm mind in the palm of your hand, literally. Like, you always had a calm mind boost whenever you entered battle, and it was unremovable because, you know, it was an item. Now, granted, knockoff exists, duh. But the fact that you're already +1 in those stats, and you can just press Draco, you're probably killing something. Something's probably dead to that. That's what made it so strong. It was a turn 0 calm mind. Sometimes Pokemon only need a single boost to actually just sweep. And with Latios' base 130 special attack getting increased by half of it, that's a really fucking strong Pokemon you got there, pressing a move that's resisted by one type. Well, 2 now, I guess, if you want to play immunities to that. And also Draco Meteor is not as strong anymore, mind you, but, you know, the point still stands. You have a big collection of gym badges. Latios is supposed to be the attacker. Oh god. And Latios is the defender. But they both still have respectable stats in both sides. So like having a SPDF increase on Latios is pretty extreme. Along with a special attack. Snarl? That won't kill me. That was a crit. Wow. Run Psych Up Regigigas. Okay. Alright, Ditto has 2 items as well. He's got Quick Powder and Metal Powder. Forgot about those. What is Regigigas psyching up? What is he psyching up? Man, this is a riveting battle I find myself in. Oh, he Swords Danced on me. I'm gonna Swords Dance right back. Okay, Regigigas, you've put your attack back to normal now. What's the next plan? What's your next great maneuver? I'm sure many people have tried to make that Pokemon work in some capacity. But really, I think the biggest kicker to it is the fact that it's not even, like, first of all, it's not even worth the 5 turns because it's not like its stats are that insane. But obviously, it's a pretty strong Pokemon without that ability. 5 turns is a lot of turns in a game of Pokemon. A lot of turns. And the kicker is that those 5 turns reset when he switches out. There is just no way you could possibly keep a Regigigas on the field for 5 turns straight. There's just no way you can do that. How do you do that? Legitimately, how do you do that? I'm serious. How do you do that? I know he has Protect and such now, so he can stall some turns. But back then, he did not learn that move. He had to just... He had to exist. I think he had Confuse Ray and Thunder Wave or something like that. So he dedicated half his moveset to making you unable to attack until eventually he could start playing the game. Can't even use Rest? Why? I want to know, alright? There's a trainer and a TM down here, so we're going to do this route. I want to know the guy who made that Pokemon. I want to know what he was thinking. I need to get inside his head for a little bit and just ask. When you designed Regigigas and you were making a Pokemon for the game, why did you do this to it? Did you think it would be really strong? Did you just hate that you were working on a new Pokemon and it was just the big Regi? Like, what happened here? And they just keep doing it. I think that's the funniest part about it, is that even though we are all the way in Gen 9, that Pokemon still gets to deal with this shit. They deliberately gave it Slow Start in Arceus. That's just ridiculous. Why would they do that to him? They have to be aware at that point what they're doing, but they're doing it anyway. Somebody really fucking hates that Pokemon. They hate him! They don't want him anywhere near their game. What if the guy who made him was like, it was like his last day in the office or something, and he just hella phoned it in, and like nobody liked him, so they just spit on his legacy by creating the worst Pokemon known to man. Giga Regi. Amazing. Well done, Sonny. These guys have like the same sprite, but their trainer class is different. Which one's the guitarist? The world may never know. Flamethrower. Wow. That would be great if all of my fire types didn't also learn Heat Wave. But that's still pretty good. I'm staying in. Don't be too happy if your Bonica develops psychic powers. Squishy has psychic powers, I think. Alright. Ow. $44, man. 44. Heat Wave's just too good for all this double battle stuff. Also, it's stronger than Flamethrower. It has 100 at power. It just has 5 less accuracy. So it's better than Flamethrower. But hey, I have Flamethrower now. Yugi. Yugi will in fact die to an energy light. I'll show her. The light. I think you're weak to poison. Yeah, I don't really know why, but... let's do it! Everything power creeps. That's just how things go. The longer things go on, the stronger they have to get. You can't keep... you can't... why would I want Skull Bash? You can't release things and have them be underwhelming compared to older stuff, you know? Sure, Gen 9 has a lot of Pokemon that aren't very good and are outclassed by older ones as well, but they also have a number of Pokemon that have cheated their way to the top of the board because, well, why wouldn't they? But not every Pokemon can be a cheater. Only some of them get to be a cheater, but holy shit, when they cheat, they cheat. It's a little bit insane. He just can't get going. He just can't get going because of that slow start. Signal Beam, that's a boogie type move. That's pretty decent. But I have Lily. Not bad. Fly me to the moon. Alright. Where is it? I think Laveridge is probably... yeah, Laveridge is the closest. Chansey a cheater? Chansey's not even relevant in competitive anymore. What are you talking about? Blissey's only use in OU was because Blood Moon existed, and now Blood Moon doesn't. So goodbye to that. Those blobby fuckers can't attack anymore. Even Clefable's struggling. Clefable's struggling because its main healing move, the only healing move it can use, essentially, well, it can use Wish, I believe, but its main healing move, Moonlight, it hits a healing reduction in bad weather, and surprise, bad weather is all over the place in current meta. Especially snow. Snow and rain. They both make Moonlight only heal 33%. Bunny hops. Bunny hops. The boulder is shaking in response to the Magma emblem. I changed spikes. Cool place you got here. Alright, let's do exactly one battle. Oh, you can do that? Oh, cool. I was kind of concerned there for a second. Orin. I'm gonna do exactly one battle. And then we'll stop. So the shiny chance. Who knows? Maybe it'll be this guy right here. Right here. Can I have a blue Orin? Where? Where? Remember this place in Emerald Kaizo? Holy shit. I try to forget. Oh, you're in the Volcano Cave. Every Magma Grunt's got 6 Pokemon, and they're all built for the sun. And guess what? The entire cave is permanently sun because it's in a volcano. Our leaders told us to dig into Mount Chimney, so we dug. You dug into an active volcano. Fucking geniuses these guys are. But hey, I guess it worked out. Also, why do these guys wear these big-ass, like, hoodie outfits and, like, sweatpants? That just seems like a bad idea. Man, Quasi, you just don't feel pain, do you? Like, you genuinely just don't give a fuck about anything that hits you. It's kind of impressive. They're stylish? Dude, you see their outfits in Auraz? They look like dorks. They look like hoodlums in this game, but in that game, they look like absolute fucking dorks. There you go, I beat one guy. I beat exactly one guy. I won't tell you after all. Man. What a cool place. Normally I save at a Pokemon Center, but we're here now, so I'm just gonna have to accept that. Alrighty. 6 badges. Surprised I only got, I don't feel like I did that far, honestly. I got to Lily Cove, I did Mount Pyre, I did, you know, I guess the Safari game took a bit. I don't know, I don't feel like I've done a whole lot. That's all. No gym badge. Maybe that's what it is. No gym badge. Anyway, chat, that'll be that for today. Expect more. Oh, more on Thursday. Until then, Renko is going to be sitting in the volcano for about 3 days, and it'll be just fine.